Hi lovely ones, welcome to the channel. I wanted to do a bit of a new moon reading to start us off on the new astrological year with the new moon in Aries. With everything that's going on in the moment, I think it's really important to pay attention to what we're trying to manifest and what's important to us. So I wanted to get into a bit of a reading on what we can expect in the Aries new moon. And the new moon for most of us is a time for new beginnings. It's when we can set our intentions of what we want to manifest and work towards what our goals are. It's when we can make sure that our thoughts are creating who we are and what we want to be. And I think as the world goes into a bit of chaos at the moment, it's something that we really need to be aware of what we're manifesting and what we're creating with our thoughts and our energy. So I'll go into a few different things today. I'll get some overall energies to start off with. Just be aware this is a general reading, and if it doesn't resonate for you, then that's okay. It just means that the message isn't for you and it's not one that I'm picking up on. So let's get into it. So I might just get an overall energy for the reading. What do we think is going to come out of this? What's this message in Aries? Aries is all about being brave, stepping into your power, you know, and actually making things happen. And when you're manifesting, it's all about the feeling, you know, it's about how are we feeling this energy, not just about what are we thinking for it. So I'm going to grab a couple of these as well, and I'll just get some overall energies on what's going to come up. Who knows what's going to come up? If it is a bit of a juicy one, then I might look at doing an extended version, but let's just see how we go. Okay, so the first card we've come up today is New Moon in Virgo, a time to give rather to take. Which is very interesting. So what is... we've got love yourself and reach for the stars. So the first thing I'm getting here is, what are you actually giving to yourself at this point in time? What are you actually comfortable in creating for you? I think now it's really a strong message about self-love and you know, being true to yourself. And I say that not in a way of being selfish. We're seeing a lot of selfish behavior at the moment around the globe, which is, it's not fabulous. It's about, you know, putting yourself first, but still stepping into that compassion of unconditional love for others, and knowing, you know, that we are all connected, and it is important for us to be kind to each other and care about each other in this time. Let's look at these energies, and let's ask, what are you wanting to start? So what's on your mind? What are you thinking about for this new moon? What is it that you're wanting to start as part of this new moon cycle? So we'll get some cards. Okay, so we've got the Two of Ariel, which is Two of Pentacles. Let's see what else we get. The World. Page of Gabriel. Okay, I'm getting some messages coming through. Gabriel's Wands. And I might actually get a clarifier for speaking. Clarify around these cards. Okay, so let's look and see what we've got. We've got the Two of Pentacles. So it's talking about balance. It's talking about, you know, what are you trying to juggle at the moment? What have you got on your plate that either is or isn't working for you? And I think now, the time that we're in, it's a good time to look at the situation that we're in and just say, what is working for me and what's not working for me. And the world signifies here that it is making changes. There are changes coming. There's spiritual growth. There's an end of a cycle, and things are turning around. And, you know, if you don't understand what it is that you're actually working towards, then how will you know if you've achieved it in the end? So the page of Gabriel has come through, which is the page of Wands. And it, you know, this is all about passion. Are you up for the challenge? Are you ready to take on that new opportunity? Are you ready for the adventure? And this is, you know, really about Aries energy. And this is saying, you know, let's jump in. Let's see what we can do. Let's make it happen. Let's be the action for our dreams. Let's create this world that we want to live in, that we want to be a part of. We're getting this clarifier as, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more, which comes to me as like, you know, what do you really need to let go of? What do you need to let go of? What is not working for you in your life that you need to let go of? I think, you know, coming back to this, it talks about, if we don't know what it is that we're wanting to achieve, that we're trying to gain out of this, out of our lives, like, what's our purpose? What are we here for? What makes us happy? What makes our soul sing? And, you know, I think that's something that is a good time to explore under this new moon. So the second question I'm going to go into is a little bit different. We all have our own ideas of what we want to achieve, but let's see what the universe has in mind for you instead, what your higher self is actually intended for you, because sometimes it's not always the same, and we all know how that can work out. Let's see what we've got. Okay. So we've got King of Ariel, which is King of Pentacles. We've got the Six of Pentacles, Six of Ariel. And we've got the Five of Markle, which is the Five of Swords. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that you are working on grounding and creating a grounded financial and earthly stable foundation for yourself. You're trying to make all your accomplishments work for you in the best interests, and which is a good thing, right? But what is it that isn't being fulfilled as part of your spiritual needs, your non-material needs, your magical side? So I think there could potentially be a little bit of a conflict if you look at what's going on in your material world, and you're not actually giving that love and neglect to your spiritual and your emotional side of things. So there is got to be give and take with this. It has to be something that you are comfortable in on both sides. I mean, you see so many people get stuck in that routine of going to work, and, you know, they work 10, 12-hour days, and they come home and there's no time for anything. There's no energy left for anything else. This is about, you know, finding that balance for you. And I think when we're in this situation where we can't go to work and we can't do the things that we would normally do in our day-to-day life, we're forced to say, okay, what do I want? You know, of these things that I'm manifesting that in the material world, what is serving me? So the clarifier we've got out is when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. So, yeah, it's all about perspectives, right? It's all about what's important to you. And like what we were talking about earlier, working out what makes you sing, what makes your heart sing, what makes your soul sing, what really is part of you, is your soul. I'm going to look at some energies around how you can help yourself manifest this during this new moon cycle. What is it that you need to do to help manifest your dreams? Let's see what we get. Oh, I've got 2 there, so we're going to take them. So we've got the 5 of Gabriel, which is the 5 of Wands. We've got the 5. Oh, we've got 5s. So change. 5 of Ariel. Pentacles, Wands. Oh, one more, please. And the Wheel. As I said, lots of change. Okay. Pardon me. So, the 5 of Gabriel, 5 of Wands, is all about challenges that you need to sort out with you and the people around you. So I think it's clearing the slate. For me, I'm getting a strong thing about clearing the slate, like unable to move forward until you can clear the slate and just make sure, like, you don't actually have to agree on everything. You don't have to be going on the same direction and be on the same page, but, you know, you can always walk away with love and mutual respect, regardless of the differences. So we've got the 5 of Pentacles as well, which is talking about making sure what's going on in your head isn't what you're manifesting. And this is what I was talking about at the start, is making sure, you know, if you've got a lot of negativity going on, and there's arguments and there's fights and there's uncertainty, then make sure you're not thinking about that and you're not in your head around this, because you don't want to create more of that, because this new moon is quite powerful for manifesting you know, what we want. So, you know, the Wheel coming up here is telling us that we need to be sure about what it is that we're manifesting. And if we're not resolving the items that we need to resolve, if we're not in a positive headspace, then we're going to struggle. We're going to struggle and we're going to manifest more of the same. So the only way you can change it is to change yourself. So let's see what we've got here. Hope is the conduit for miracles. Absolutely. And this is exactly what I was talking about being in that space of a positive mindset of, you know, like, you don't have to know how to get there. You just have to know what you're aiming for, what you're trying to achieve. I think that's important. Okay, let's have a look at what is blocking you from manifesting this. See what we get here. Okay, so we've got Queen of Ariel, which is Queen of Pentacles. It's interesting, we've got counterparts here. Okay, so this is looking after yourself, and being practical in your situation. Okay, so we've got 4 Raphael. That's our first cups that have come out. Interesting. And we've got 2 of Raphael. Okay. Yeah, look, I'm getting some counterpart energies coming up in this one. We've got the King and Queen of Wands, and we've got the 2 of Cups. But primarily what I'm getting with this is that you're not paying enough attention to yourself. Neglecting yourself is what is your blocker. And letting go of the loss and the bad things that have happened in your life, and be open to new possibilities and, you know, divine miracles. Be open to it, because the more you're open, the more you love yourself, and, you know, you're looking after yourself, and you're pursuing the things that make a difference in your life, then the more you're open to love on all different levels, to new experiences, and, you know, to some really amazing situations that can come up as part of that. Let's get a bit of a guidance for that. Oh, okay, look, you've got 2 on surrender here. I surrender to a power greater than me. And we had, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Okay. So some of you could be in a bit of a divine counterpart relationship where you need to let go and look after yourself. This could be coming up for you. And, you know, Aries new moon is the perfect time for that. So, all right. If I'm not sure if I'm going to go on to an extended yet. If I do, I will put the link down below. I'll just get a couple of final guidance cards for your experience throughout the new moon in Aries on the 24th. Let's get a clarifier. What do we got here? Adjustments are required. Okay, so this is what we were talking about before. You need to make the change, and you need to make the change in your mind, your heart, and your soul. And you know what? Once you start on one, it'll work through all of the other areas, and change will manifest. And just feel it and know and believe it. Even if you feel like you wake up and you feel like absolute crap one day, just smile and know that amazing things are coming for you. Yeah. And let go. Let go. Surrender. Let go. I mean, you've got 3 cards on 4 cards of surrendering and letting go. What is it that's not working for you in your life? Yeah. Look forward. Look forward. So I think, lovely ones, that we have an opportunity at the moment to make some massive changes. And let's hope that we can make these changes with love and compassion for ourselves, for love and compassion for others, and in a loving sense of knowing what is really important to us and what makes our soul sing in this life, because ultimately that's what we're here for, right? We're here to learn, to grow, to love, and make the most of this experience every single day. I hope this finds you all well. Lots and lots of love, and take care of you and take care of each other. Bye.